Ron, where are you?
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Oh, the joy of modeling. It's so relaxing and fun, and you can share it with your children and your friends. It's just so peaceful. But then your OCD takes over and you have to do everything just right. The cockpit has to be perfect. The colors have to be exact. Everything's got to be just right. And then you've got companies throwing this and that, all these detail parts and everything in your face, and you've got to do this and you've got to do that. Why are they doing this to me? And it makes you so angry and frustrated. Why? Why do I have to be so perfect? Why does everything have to be so insane? And a model should not take 3 years to complete every single time. I just want to have fun. Just remember, you don't have to be perfect. Let's let go of perfection and let's enjoy the hobby again. And that was my whole point with this series, is I'm trying to have some fun, trying to let go of that perfection so I can enjoy the hobby again.
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Don't care?
It's a problem of motivation, all right?
So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my motivation back. Come along with me on this journey as I scale back and build out of the box. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kalan from WhiteGloveModels and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get back to work on the out-of-the-box Wednesday's build, the Focke-Wulf Fw190F8. And if you remember correctly, in the last episode we did the cockpit assembly, got all of this put together, and that was about it. There are a few parts here that needed to be painted and all that before we put the fuselage all together and put the rear landing gear in. So that stuff will go out and get primed today, and then in this episode you'll be seeing that. But first I wanted to start a little bit on the engine assembly. So we're going to go ahead and get to work on assembling this big engine, because this is going to take a lot of time to paint as well as the cockpit here. So I'm really excited to get started on the engine assembly and get that painted up. And just in case you guys were wondering, I did find my hobby knives, and you'll never believe where they were. They just so happened to be right where they were supposed to be, in their little storage container off to the side of the workbench. So I had put them away, and that's probably why I couldn't find them, because nothing else got put away in the last few months after I was recovering from my surgery. So I have them and we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to go ahead and start our first time lapse of assembling the engine, and then we'll be doing some priming a little later on. All right, so I've got the engine here in a clamp just to squeeze everything together and give it a good chance to glue. And so we'll set this all off to the side and let it think about what it did. And while that's doing that, I'm going to head outside, take the cockpit as well as the fuselage and get those painted up or primed so that we can start painting those. Okay, so it's a little bit windy, but I'm going to try doing this outside. And we're going to be trying this new ammo by MIG Titan's Hobby surface primer for plastic, metal, and resin. Okay, that's definitely more than enough primer than we'll ever need. So we'll call that good. And just like that, we have some primed parts. These have been sitting for a couple of hours now, and they look really, really good. I'm actually really pleased so far with the primer from Ammo. So it's a little bit, different. It's a heavy rattle can. I don't know if I like that. I do prefer priming by Airbrush, but you know what? We'll see how things go. And everything's looking really good. It looks like I didn't get too much coverage on there, and the primer has shrunk up like it's supposed to. Doesn't really reveal too many things that I regret not sanding during the assembly process. So go ahead and let these cure overnight. I don't usually put another coat of paint over any primer until I allow it to sit for 24 hours. In fact, that's kind of a general rule that I use for any paint going over another one, is that I typically wait about 24 hours before applying a different brand of paint over another one, or you can gloss in between and do all that. But for this is primer. It's meant to stick to other paints and stuff like that. So I'm going to try the Tamiya paint. I need to look and see what color I need, so I'm going to let these dry overnight.
24 hours later.
Okay, so as you can see, we've got quite a bit done. We did manage to get the engine put together. I kind of went a little bit out of order and decided just to go ahead and do all these sub-assemblies. So get all those ready, and then we'll do some cleanup in probably the next video and get things primed and ready for paint. But the engine's all put together. Really liking how that turned out. Then we also did our struts for the wheels. Got both of them put together, and then these will be ready for paint. I still don't know if I'm even going to put those on, but we'll see. And I got all of my holes drilled that I need to put. I am assuming the bomb racks go on there. And then we also added a couple of parts to the top of the wings here. As you can see, we added these. And of course we have the cockpit all primed up, ready to accept paint, and then we'll be putting all of this together here, most likely in the next video, not in this one. And I got the guns mounted for the front of the cockpit, so we can go ahead and prime these and start painting. Actually, there is a little bit of cleanup that I want to do to them before I do that, though. And I've gone ahead and cut out all of the bombs and the bomb rack fairing and all that. We're going to put those together, so let's hit the high speed, and I'll see you guys in a minute. well, that is all of the sub-assemblies put together, so pretty much happy with the progress, and I think this is a good spot to end for this week. And now I can just kind of let everything dry, clean it up a little bit, and then prime it, and then we'll be putting paint on everything definitely in the next video. So hopefully, I might not be making a video this coming week just because I will be on vacation. So if I do have an opportunity to get it edited before we leave, I will definitely have it drop. But then that means that the following week there won't be a video, if that makes any sense. So either way, look forward to part 3 of this Focke-Wulf Fw190F8 of the Out of the Box Wednesdays, and this has been a great start to this series on the channel. I probably won't be posting every single Wednesday, but the namesake, I will do this series on Wednesdays whenever I do have the opportunity, because I can't commit to an every week kind of schedule. So as soon as I can post a video, I will do so. So just make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification, and it'll tell you when I drop a new video. And that's absolutely the easiest way to get notified anytime I do post new content. So thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a awesome week, and I'll see you guys next time.